Ladies and gentlemen, current time 5:59 p.m. And today's theme, as the sun is still a little ambient light left, or actually more than ambient light, it's only 5:59 p.m. Sun will be setting completely in about 20 minutes or so. But today is organization day. So you're like, Chris, what in the world does organization mean? You've been talking about that for the rest of your life, or your whole life, or weeks now. Well, I don't think I've told you quite yet, but my mother and father-in-law are coming into town from Brazil, and they're gonna be staying with us for 2 months, my friends. And again, we do have a smaller unit here, master bedroom there, spare bedroom here, which is my computer room space here. As we can see, we got, again, the setup here, my 30-inch, my 24, we found dumpster diving right there, all that fun stuff, product reviews, dumpster diving finds, eBay auction sales. We gotta put the bed together since my brother was staying here. It's been a while. More eBay auctions right here. Things I'm gonna keep, and some things for the man cave, and of course this chair right here. So what I want to do is I eventually want to turn the man cave, we'll go down there in a little bit, I want to turn the man cave into kind of like an office like that. Well, last year when they came, let me go ahead and show you guys in the dark master bedroom here. Last year when my mother and father-in-law came, we actually moved this desk here. It's very thin. That's what I love about the IKEA desk. It's very thin, but it is a little bit long, right? But it's thinner than your average desk right here, right? So I moved this whole setup right here, and the chair I actually moved to in front of that window right there. And the chair slides right underneath, and you're like, Chris, how is that possible? How are you able to get that right there over to that space right here? Well, again, it's thinner, it fits right underneath that windowsill, and then we take those decoration pieces, this here, and then this little throw pillow wicker thing we found dumpster diving right there. On that, I actually found dumpster diving as well. We take this wicker thing and this, the fans, obviously it's winter time coming up here soon, so a couple of warm days still. We take that and then we put that over here instead, right over here. So I'll remove my whiteboard here, and then we'll take the lamp and all that stuff, and again, we'll move all that over here. That is theory if I don't get the man cave dialed in the proper amount of time. Now you're like, Chris, when do they come? That is a good question, my friends. November 15th. It is today, November 4th. So we have less than 2 weeks. We have 11 days until they get here, which means I gotta put wheel to foot and roll. You know what I'm saying? So we need to get all of this stuff out of here as well. So we need to dial this place in because we want to make a good impression, you know what I'm saying? Plus, it's just been too long that this stuff has been sitting around here in the living room for storage, you know what I'm saying? Well, I moved it out here when my brother was here, then we got to move it back into the garage. So that's what we're working on today. So I'll give you some updates as we work. And it's time to throw away my pumpkins. They're getting pretty sad looking. Let's take a look here. I think the animals, the coyotes, are coming to get them. Let's take a look. Much better. Well, ladies and gentlemen, cleaning has been going very well, but we had a little run-in with a little situation. Natalie's front right tire is flat. Dun, dun, dun. And unfortunately, the tread, there's still some tread left. She would probably be able to, well, we were gonna replace them before the winter anyway. Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise that a small flat tire is better than when a rainstorm does come, it gets a little slippery. Now, again, there's plenty of tread left, not like my tires. I used to wear those things down so much more, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So check your tires, get them replaced if necessary, but make sure you know what you're talking about, because some of these dealership guys, they'll be like, oh, your tires need to be replaced. 50% of the tires, forget that, you know what I'm saying? All right, we need to go get gas, then go rescue Natalie. She's on, she's actually in a well-lit gas station parking lot, so that's really well, I'll tell you what, I just gotta make sure I get to the gas station. Luckily, I'm in the parking lot here. I think I got about 6 miles until empty. At least that's what the gas thermometer says there. So, that reminds me of a question of the evening. Where's the worst case scenario that you have been stranded without gasoline. Now this has to have happened to you. Now you could say like, oh boy, in the middle of like a bad neighborhood would be like the worst. Well, what has actually happened to you? Well, it wasn't that bad of a location. I was across the street from a gas station on a major street, which was good. So there's plenty of gas stations, and I was late to church, meeting up with my brother and my mom because my dad was already at church. He had to be there early. So I was going with them. I was on my way to my parents' house in my old Cadillac CTS, the one that got stolen. And so I pull over, his car starts chugging. I thought I could make the UE, didn't have time, pulled over to the right-hand side. I was too cheap to go across the street, buy a gas tub, put gas in it, go refill it. So I called up my mom and I'm like, Ma, can you bring the gas can and come rescue me? Because again, I was too cheap. So she brings her and my brother and no gas can. And I'm like, oh boy. And so my mom bought a gas can for me. Bless her heart. But I was too cheap. Moral of the story, don't be cheap. Put gas in your car so you don't run out, and meet up with your family for church. Well, my friends, there she is, sitting in a parking lot all by herself. Poor Gachina. Ah, the tire actually looks really banged up. She thinks it might have been slashed. Let's take a look. Alrighty, well, here is the culprit of the situation right here. Let's take a look at that. Now, that does look like a slashed tire, but my friends, we do a little bit more investigating work, and as you can see here, there's a wear all the way around the tire. The tread is getting definitely low, as we can see there. Check that out. Definitely low. There's your indicators right there, which means that you need to get those tires replaced. So the Lord protected my wife, and if it wasn't for the wear here, I would definitely think that was a slashed tire. But it looks like it literally blew from the sidewall, and we definitely need to be getting some new tires. So let's go around the other side and take a little look real quick. As we can see here, it must have been the alignment maybe, because there is no wear here, but this tire is the same exact tread wear, so we need to replace this before something happens again. So what we'll do is we'll go to the tire shop and just go ahead and get 2 tires special. And but I recommend, if you guys ever want to hear a little tip and trick for yourself there, go on onlinetires.com, pick out your tire size, find it for a lot cheaper. You don't need the stock tires because these things are so expensive. See some reviews of some cheaper tires, and then what you do is, after you research the tires, what you do is you call a local tire shop for wherever you are, and you say, hey, do you guys price match internet prices? A tire shop near me actually price matches onlinetires.com. So I just order the tires directly through my tire shop, who price matches it, and I get hooked up. So we'll probably do that with that, unless America's Tire Company is having some crazy special. I'll call, we'll find out. We're gonna put the spare tire on now. That's my kind of woman. She's doing this by herself, I'm not making her. All right, ladies and gentlemen, changing tire 101. Your car has a jack like this. Some of the stupid new BMWs don't. Don't ask me why, because they have a roadside assistance. I don't like roadside assistance, I like Chris assistance. So, jack goes underneath this one in particularly. Did you put it up in the little slot like it says it? Yeah, okay. So that little crimp is up there. Hook it around like this, guys. You hook it like this, and then it goes around like this. And then you move it, and then you move it, and then you move it, and the tire goes up. But before we jack it all the way up, ladies and gentlemen, you have to unlock the bolts or loosen them before the tire gets all the way up off the ground, because you need the momentum of the ground to keep the tire still while you loosen the bolts there. And if your car has a lock nut like this one here, that's a problem. You gotta make sure you have that one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna show you a little trick of the trade. If for some reason you cannot get the bolts off, and it's just, I'm talking really tight on there, you're using all your strength, this is a method to do it. You can do this solo, it's a little bit harder, but let me show you what the miss is, okay? Watch this. This is on there really, really tight, right? We've already loosened it up, but I'm holding it like this against it so it doesn't fly off. She puts her foot on it, and she bounces her foot on the thing until it loosens up. That's what we just did. Sorry we didn't capture that on camera, but you know what I'm saying? You can't film it all, baby. You can't film it all.
That's how you do it.
So once you have full clearance, as you literally can see a little bit of night or day through the bottom of your tire. That means you are officially legitimate. They don't make jacks like they used to, but hey, not bad at all. All right, let's go ahead and unloosen the rest of the bolts, get this tire off, put the spare one that we have to keep under 55 miles per hour on. All right, so spare tire is on. I always hand thread the nuts on first. Hand thread them on, and then how to tighten them correctly, you're gonna go in a star pattern. Don't go around counterclockwise or clockwise. Go star pattern. So start with this one, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. You wanna go in a star so it's nice and evenly tightened on there, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys get the idea. Star, tighten them on there.
That's
sweet.
That's what my dad taught me as well. Aww, how sweet.
And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna tighten them up as much as you can here while it's still jacked up. Not too tight, but tight. Then the momentum of the car, you want the pressure of the car to go back down off the jack, then tighten them up in the star pattern again until you literally can't tighten them anymore. If you really, really want to, tighten them to specs, meaning that you're gonna have to tighten them to specs, but I always do it just nice and tight, just rah, like that, you know, not like Hulk Hogan, but like nice and tight so they're not gonna come loose, obviously. Sweet. Well, that ugly thing is on there now. We're looking good. Ladies and gentlemen, I recommend you making sure you have the correct socket and get a breaker bar. It's so much easier than that crappy little short one that they give you, because even tightening on it really hurts my hands, even though I brought gloves with me. So always, just for an emergency kit, put gloves, a breaker bar with a nice handle, and the proper socket in the back of your car so that you can have a proper replacement tools when in need. Hopefully you don't need it, but just in case you might, better luck. Okay, my friends, on the way home now. We're looking good and feeling good. That's what I'm talking about. After a good changing of the car, let's put some good nutrition in the belly. Sweet potatoes, some jasmine rice. Not too much, not too much.
Oh,
where's my plate? Oh, here, ready? 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, is that stuffed baked salmon? Come get some. I think it's done. We need to pull that. Delicious. Ladies and gentlemen, it is after dinner now, and guess what, my friends? Ron Burgundy has done an upgrade over here to his china cabinet. Let's go ahead and, Crystal and China, I should say. Let's go ahead and ask Siri to turn on the lights for us. Watch and learn, my friends. Siri, I need you to go ahead and turn on those really awesome lights for my china cabinet and for my crystal cabinet. Thanks, Siri. Whoa, sweet. Ron Burgundy likes it. Okay, Siri, go ahead and take off and turn off those awesome china cabinet lights that are so wonderfully awesome. Okay, Siri. Now, if necessary, Siri. There we go, Siri, you dirty dog, you. Okay, Siri, go ahead and turn it back on. Whoa, Siri, sweet. All right, let's go ahead and dim it down, Siri. Ooh, I like that. Turn it off, Siri. Ron Burgundy says turn it off. Okay.
I didn't understand.
Look at the paragraph I told Siri. Sorry, I didn't understand. Can you say it differently? Siri, you dirty dog, you. Well, current time is 1:21 a.m. in the morning. And you're like, Chris, are you going hunting? No, I'm not going hunting. I'm actually going to drop off a package at the post office that the other post office wouldn't fit in the slot. And I was like, you know what? I want to do it now before tomorrow because I don't want to get up and have that the first thing on my mind to do that tomorrow. So I want to do that tonight, and it gives me an opportunity to go to Office Depot and go check out their action. But I wanted to mention, I put a lot of stuff by my cans, and guess what? It's all taken. So it looks like somebody definitely needed some goodies, and I was able to provide. So awesome. God blesses me. God blesses them. It all works out. Everyone gets blessed. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. And I have to remember I'm driving on a donut, so don't go above 55 miles an hour. Let's go ahead and keep it about 45. There's Wiley over there. Let's see if you guys can spot him. Oh, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this food haul right here. These are chips. Now, I've already checked the expire date. It's like pita chips, garlic and olive oil. Look at this, garlic and olive oil, naturally baked pita chips, lightly salted. And we have an expiration date of 5/5/2017. Still legit, take a look at that. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do, I don't know if that's whole wheat or not, but we're gonna go ahead and grab, definitely, there's probably about, I'd say 50 or 60 bags in here. We'll grab about maybe 5 or 6 bags, call it a day, maybe 10 bags, we'll see. Well, it's my lucky night, and the next can's over. We have a beautiful Caswell and Massey Classics almond with aloe hand and body illusion with silk. I don't know if that's lotion or what. Anyway, has a price tag of $15.99, regularly $22. Pick it up. That's a beautiful little score there. The missus is gonna love that. And what's nice is I don't think I have to worry about security because I saw him out front, went to a complex, double back around, and he is out of here. Okay, there was a Halloween shop right on the other side of this wall. Let's see if they threw anything away. I have not found one costume yet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have found the Haul of the Lifetime. Haul of cardboard. That's probably, I haven't scrapped cardboard in a long time, but that has to be at least 50 or 60 bucks worth of cardboard. I mean, that's almost as tall as me right there, that little stack here. But look over here, instead of Halloween costumes, we find a bunch of this stuff right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. What is that? That's almost like some sort of like shelving, like matting or something like that. I don't know, kind of weird. It's almost like camouflage. That's actually kind of cool. I might even just grab a roll of this just for kicks and giggles if I need to do something to the man cave. I don't know what though. I guess maybe you could use them as mini blinds or something or other. I'm not exactly sure. There's a full-length mirror that's all busted up, unfortunately, but the whole entire dumpster is filled with these rolls of whatever. And then this one is like a sale sign, or okay, those are Halloween signs. So there's the Halloween signs, but where's all the Halloween costumes unless they save them for the following year? Nah, I don't think I need a roll of that though. Seems like there's an electrical cord right here though, but look at them all. There's just stacks and stacks for days. Very interesting. Well, I think we were supposed to hold it for Marin, but Marin never showed up. Let's roll. Oh, would you look at that? A new display, another one. We got a big old jumbo one right there. Looks like it had some shelves on there. Nice little steel plate there. Let's go ahead and take a look-see. A look-see in here, nothing in there. Look-see here. Hey, would you look at that? Another photo and another little pegboard. But that's about it. Actually, well, there's another one there. There's a sign on that one. Let's see what that says. Let's see if that says hold for pickup. No, that says sold. Well, it doesn't look like Mr. Saley person is showing up. Hey, a couple metal railings there. Anywho, still some nuts and bolts on the ground. Let's go. Man, looks like my guy that cleans the pavement is over there. Ah, man, the pressure washer guy. He's over there by my vitamin shop dumpster. Boo! Oh, here he goes. He's leaving now, though. I'm gonna leave the lights off for just a second. I want to see if he comes around back here. I think he's on his way right now. He's probably doing some hunting himself. Ah, I seen him. Yep, I think he's doing a little diving himself there, folks. Take a look, he's hiding back there in the corner. I'm not sure if he works for the place or if he just is a diver himself. That's a great excuse. He might even, I'm not really sure if he works for the place or not. Anyway, I'm not gonna mess around with him. I'm gonna call it a night and just take off. But he was over there by that dumpster and he might just be chilling in the back trying to be cool, you know what I'm saying? But there was no reason he should have followed me over there. Well, my friends, hey, we didn't find any MacBook Pros, but we found chips and we found lotion, so it's been a good night. Office Depot was a little thin tonight, so hey, we'll be back in Halloween costumes. We'll be back. With that ado, God bless you, God protect you. Remember to Carpe Diem, baby, and live your dream. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome. Later. Ah! So guys, heading home now. What is that? What's that noise? Wiley? Is that you, Wiley?